Hi, welcome to the Creative Wandering Duo. Sandra here. These pictures were taken earlier in May, and the crocuses were absolutely beautiful this year. I'm showing you a close-up here of the crocuses. The vegetation around still is rather brown looking, but aren't those just beautiful? They're just a real good purple patch. And the daffodils were huge this year. You can see how big they were. And we only had 3 of them, but boy, they were pretty. And there you can see big blossoms. Last year there were very, very tiny blossoms. And the tulips are budding. Lots of buds on the tulips. And the hyacinths, this cluster of hyacinths have never bloomed before, and they were blooming. Sorry about the picture quality, but yeah, we were quite excited. They bloomed gorgeous, and we had another batch at the other end that bloomed very nicely. And if you're wondering about the cardboard boxes in the background, well, we seen a YouTube video, a gardener from, I believe, California. I'm not 100% on that. And oh yeah, there's the pansies. Aren't they pretty? Make you smile. Such happy faces. But anyway, a gardener from California said to put some wire around cardboard boxes and fill them with dirt, and you can plant them. So we have planted potatoes in there, and we're going to see how they work. And he said that they should last maybe a couple of years of planting, and by then the cardboard will break down, and so you can just spread it where you don't have very good soil. So here I'm showing you that the snow was that high on this swing, and that's almost 5 feet high, which is hard to believe that we had drifts that high in that area. As you could see at the beginning of this clip, the tulips are now blooming and just about done. The irises have budded out, and they should be blooming here shortly. So we've got the blossoms set up really nicely, but here we are working up the soil. And this soil patch, this garden patch, was rock hard clay. I had planted peonies the first year we moved here. They did not bloom until 2 years ago. And we put peat moss into this, we put manure into it, and we just could not get it to loosen up. And then we did some more research and found out, I mean, we even added sand into it. It was crazy, but we did the research and we found out just compost, add compost. So that is what we have done, is added compost. Last year, I forget how many bags of compost we've put in, and we add wood shavings to it last year for to help hold the moisture in the ground. We also have put grass clippings and leaves, and wherever we end up with a bare patch, we have put the greens from the gardens, we've buried them in there so that they'll compost down over the winter. And this year, working through it, is wonderful. Like Dave was able to go through it with the machine there, and he only had to go over it once, and it was nice and it was soft. He didn't have to work on it. Before, he would be using the tiller and it would just bounce along the top. He'd almost have to stand on it to get it to dig in. So it's come a long ways. We've done a lot of hard work on it, and we've finally getting it to break down. And we noticed one thing, I read somewhere that with dandelions, if you have an awful lot of dandelions, don't take your grass clippings from your lawn. Ants and dandelions help to break down your hard-packed dirt. They love the hard-packed dirt, and the dandelions work as an aerator. And you'll find that where the lawn is soft, you don't have as many dandelions growing. Like the dirt underneath is soft, and yeah, you don't have the dandelions growing in it. So leave your grass clippings on your lawn so that they can break down and create a compost. Mulch up your leaves. Like take your lawnmower when the leaves fall in the fall, don't take the leaves off. Mulch them up with your lawnmower and leave them over winter. They'll break down. The grass will grow up around them. All these things add, and you'll find you don't have to use as much fertilizers to get a nice beautiful green grass. As you can see in this picture, our grass is really starting to thicken up and green up. Now, we did have dogs, and so we did have dead patches on the lawn, but yeah, they've come back, so that is good. It is so nice to see things growing, and it's nice to work with that dirt now. We really enjoy our garden patches and areas. We are dumping sawdust around the rose bushes and other perennial plants that we have in the garden. This helps to keep the moisture down. It works like a mulch, and it will break down into the soil. In the fall, we'll work it in again. But Dave saves all the wood shavings from his shop, his workshop, and this is what we are doing here. Kind of a dusty job, but we don't have to water quite as much when we do this.
Sawdust too, huh?
Yeah, I know. That will work. Any left, just dump it right in that corner.
Right down here?
Yep.
And then left.
Uh-oh. Guess you'll have to make more.
Gee, do I have to? Can I start now?
Sure. Looks good. Looks like I gotta trim the hedge too. Wait.
Yep. I have some at the back there. I have a bunch of dead stuff that I have to trim out of there. But I am impressed with the way this dirt is.
Yeah. It's come a long ways.
Yeah, it has. What, 3 years ago, put the rototiller in here and it would barely break the surface.
Yeah.
It'd be about 3 go-rounds before we get any, and that'd be...
You had a bigger one than what you were using, and it still wasn't.
Yeah. And then the first rain and that was all ruined. It was rock hard again.
Yeah, rock hard.
This is just a taste of research.
Figure out what kind of soil you got and put the right stuff in it.
Yeah. I thank you, sweetheart, for helping tonight.
Not a problem. I'm wondering if I should be planting cucumbers in.
Well,
It's going to rain tomorrow.
it's gonna rain tomorrow, yeah, so it won't, like, it'll definitely be a good thing, but...
As you can see in this clip, the tulips are absolutely gorgeous. They are, we've really enjoyed the blossoms. And like I said earlier, the irises are just popping out now in blossoms at once. They're done, the lilies will come in. We have daylilies and there are daisies, other perennials in there, peonies, and it all will be absolutely gorgeous. So remember to subscribe, and we welcome all the new subscribers. And remember to leave comments, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming along. So like, click, and share to your social media. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them below. Have a great day. Stay real.